What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, episode 10 today of the Texans franchise series. And guys, before I started, I went ahead and I simmed to week 6, and as you guys can see, apparently our practice squad was very popular during this advancement period. Literally, like, every player I ever signed to the practice squad is gone, which is upsetting because there was a couple of guys that I really liked on there. Thomas Booker being one. Garrett Wallow is gone. Grayson Brooks is gone. He's the guy we just drafted. Austin Deculus is gone. And even our receiver, Jeremiah Donald, I'm not sure why it's not showing him on here, but yeah, he's gone too. So I went ahead and I started signing a couple of players here. I'm just going to show you guys what I did. I do have to cut a player. I'm not sure if I want to do that via cutting or if I want to trade somebody. All right, so one of the first things I did was I signed Monty Rice, who was available in free agency. Looks to be a really good potential depth player for us. 24 years old, 68 overall. I liked his hit power and his acceleration especially, along with his pursuit. He's got some really good attributes there to start with. Zone coverage, of course, needs work, like most of these guys coming in do, but a young prospect for us to sort of build up throughout this series and maybe hold on to as a reserve player for a special teams player for us. I also found Kelvin Joseph sitting in free agency. I'm not sure why he was sitting there, but well, everybody took all of my players, so I'm taking some guys. Kelvin Joseph, young corner, 75 overall, 74 without the morale boost or whatever you want to call it. But he's got some great attributes: 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 76 man, 74 zone. Some great things to start working and building up. His awareness, of course, very bad, and his play rec needs some decent work, but a lot of the core abilities are there for him. It's really just fine-tuning his game, so definitely somebody I wanted to bring in and hopefully build into a great corner for us, because he's young. He's like another rookie. Not sure why he was sitting there or why they were dumb enough to put him on that practice squad, but I'm not gonna leave him sit there and waste away. Now we have him and David Long behind Stingley and Williams, and still Desmond King, of course. So we have a stacked corner room right now. And then Tavier Thomas. Another reason I did this is Thomas's contract is up this year, and I'm not sure if this is a guy that I want to bring back or not. He's 27 years old. He's going to be turning 28. So if we can keep this nucleus here, we could have a really solid foundation and not have to worry about reaching for too many guys in the draft. I also signed a few guys to the practice squad. Now, will they stay? I don't know, but we're going to see. I have Anthony Schwartz here, another speedy wide receiver. That guy, Melifanu, I think that might be how you say it. I could be wrong. Please don't beat me up if I am. But a good free safety, a young guy that we can build up behind Petrie. Isaiah Barker, a rookie who was on a practice squad. Stole him, 6 foot, 209, 93 speed. Definitely something we can work with, and he's only 21. Tay Gowan is still here. He was here initially. So along with Jalen Camp, and then I also signed Benji McDougald. He's not a very good player, 58 overall, but he's 275 pounds. I'm like, man, that's a big dude. So I just put him on the practice squad, and we'll see what happens. So that is what I have right now. Will it stay? Will it go? We don't know, but I had to do some reshuffling after the entire NFL just had a shopping spree on my practice squad. And that brings me to the cut that we have to make. I'm not sure where I want to cut because I really like Monty Rice. Of course, I love Christian Harris. I'm honestly considering cutting Christian Kirksey or trading him, and then just keeping Harris and putting him as the starter. I mean, if I keep setting him on the bench, I don't think we're ever going to get enough built up on him to be a starter. I've been working towards this since the beginning of preseason, and he's just now finally starting to get to the point where he'll get another upgrade point. And I just don't know if that's going to be enough to ever see if he can truly be a starter on this team. So I think what would be best is if we move on from Kirksey and we just push Harris as our starter and then bring in Monty Rice behind him and just start building towards the future. I mean, you look over here on this side, yeah, we have Ladarius Grimes, who could potentially be a starter for us in the future, but he's got a long way to go. And Cashman's about to be 28, he's still a 73. It's pretty apparent that Cashman is going to be a depth player for us. but I don't think he's ever going to be good enough to be a solidified starter that doesn't have somebody chomping at his heels every time. Greenlaw is really our only starting linebacker, starting caliber linebacker. And we need to find some more guys. In this draft class, I'm not sure if this draft is going to be good or not. We're also going to take a little bit more of a dive on the draft class a bit today. But I do want to get past the Saints game. I want to get to the bye week, get our national scouting set. After taking a look through the NFL, I cannot find a team that would be willing to trade for Christian Kirksey. I'm sure I could force a trade through, but it just doesn't make any sense. Every team has somebody who is either way better or somebody who's right on par with him. And he's already 31. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut him and roll with Christian Harris. I don't want to force too many draft picks through. I know I can get draft picks, but I just don't think it's fair. So we're going to cut Kirksey, get us down to 53, save $5 million in the process. And of course, now Christian Harris is our middle linebacker moving forward. And before we went ahead and simmed, I did want to stop here and take a look at the stories. It looks like there's a few now that were here, and many more than there were just, last week. So we have a story about Dylan Gilbert, who is one of the quarterbacks, as actually the quarterback that I was interested in looking at. He was the one guy who was a scrambler type out of UTEP. A long wait for Dylan Gilbert is over, as he finally, wow, they really butchered this. They can't even type properly. What it's trying to say is Dylan Gilbert has been the backup quarterback for UTEP, and now he's finally getting a chance to start. That's what that's trying to say. That's some who proofreads this? Brooks aims to improve stock, continue father's legacy. Being the son of a legendary football coach has put middle linebacker Jimmy Brooks on the fast track to the NFL from a young age. He enters his final college season with little left to prove. So that's, of course, one of the middle linebacker prospects we'll see a little bit more of later. Curiosity and skepticism continue to surround wide receiver Nick Spellman, whose outstanding play cannot be ignored, nor can the drop-off in talent he faces each week. Ooh, small school sensation, they say. And then we already seen this one, I believe. Joey Crocker and his time at Utah State are now over. He was booted for academic reasons. And then the left tackle Ramon Toller out for the season. This is one that we've already saw. And then over here, Alabama with the goal line stand to win, led by none other than DT JC Glenn, who made stuffs on the final 2 plays of the game. And then another one about a defensive tackle. Justin Hamilton loves animals. Why are penguins his favorite? People forget what they mean to football. Penguins invented the huddle. Are you guys just as lost as I am? Is that a thing? Why would they put this in the game? Is that seriously a thing? Is that where the huddle came? I have a feeling that's not where they came from. I've never seen a huddle of penguins. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. I don't know, but I just think that's completely useless information that has no need to be in a draft reactions when this basically tells us who to draft and who to not draft. Let's get to week 7. All the practice squad players got signed again. Isaiah Barker, the guy I can't say, and Anthony Schwartz all gone from the practice squad. Can I not have anybody? What's some punks? That's that. So awesome stuff. All right, we are in week 8. I just sent past the bye week. And guys, it looks like we have a breakout scenario. We are sitting at 3-3 after the win that we had in week 6 over the Saints, which is awesome to see. We're also going to recap that game before we get to the Tennessee Titans game. But first, we're going to set our national focus, which is going to be on quarterbacks. Set focus scouting. QB. Boom. Good to go. And some more players. Tay Gowan and Benji. Somebody literally signed the 58 overall tight end. This feels targeted at this point. Who needs a 58 overall tight end? Who needs a 58 overall tight end on their active roster? This is a smear campaign. All right, let's check out this breakout thing. Brandon Cooks took our last game over and couldn't be stopped. Are you ready to see me go off like that today? We're gonna challenge you, Darius. Don't ask me, show me. Guess it's time to put on a show. All right, we'll see. See what kind of Davis shows up. 150 yards? Yeesh. I don't know about that, man. We do have some upgrades. Let's check those out. Actually, first, let's do our weekly strategy. So we got the Titans this week. It's pretty safe to say that I'm going to defend the inside run. It has not helped very much in the past, but I feel that it is necessary at this point. I have to change this back to full pads. And then on defense, I think we're going to try to run blitz counter. They'd run a lot of zone blitzing. Okay, now that that's done, let's check out all these upgrades we've had from the last couple of weeks, and then we'll check out the Saints game. All right, we had a couple of nice ones here. John Mechie gets one. That's going to be awesome. Go right to playmaker. Catching traffic, 3 deep route, 3 medium route. I will take that for sure. Alex Poe also getting one. Let's see. He's physical right now. Let's add playmaker to it. Let's see. We get awareness, catching, deep route, medium, and short routes. Yeah, it looks like his deep route still needs a lot of work. Everything else seems to be pretty good, though. So I think what we're going to try and do maybe going forward is try to get his deep threat up to hopefully get maybe 1 or 2 to excel. And then, of course, hit that deep route. Christian Harris gets one. We're going to do this to field general. Here we go. Plus, he's going to get 1 to the morale boost. So he's technically a 73. Ladarius Grimes is also getting one. We're going to do pass coverage. We want to try and even him out a little bit. All right, 1 to awareness, 3 to zone. Here we go, 67 zone now, not too bad. Man coverage definitely needs some work still. Tyson Williams, the backup running back, he will get 1 to elusive. There we go. And last but not least, Leo Walsh with yet another upgrade. And we're going to go vertical threat this time. Oh, a whole bunch of blocking, I bet. Oh, actually, no. Quite a bit of good stuff. Acceleration, agility, awareness, ball carrier vision, catch and traffic, change of direction, medium, and release. Wow. Before we get any farther in this week, let's go and just recap the Saints game that we sim. Oh, we won that game. That's the best performance I think we've ever had. Wow. Davis Mills went off for 3 touchdowns. He loves the Sims, man. He just can't play good at all when we're watching the games. That's rough. Alvin Kamara, he went off 11 for $118, 2 touchdowns. Damian Pierce didn't have a great day. Neither did Jamarian Sweet. At least he got 2 scores. Receiving, Brandon Cooks almost 200 yards. Man, this I thought they fixed these sim stats, man. I really thought they did. We had 1 sack. Oh no, we had 2 sacks there. Yeah, we had a split sack between Blacklock and Oboe, and then we had the one for Grenard. No interceptions on the day, and no forced fumbles. All right, so now that we've got all that set, let's go ahead and let's check out these players ready to negotiate, and so we can see, is there anybody left here that we want to try and bring back? I have a lot of guys here. Kelvin Joseph right away, and honestly, I think I do want to re-sign him. I mean, where else are you going to find a corner this young, this already good, with that kind of speed? I think he's a must re-sign. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to offer him a 2-year contract. We have plenty of cap space, so 2 years, we'll up this to 2. Yeah, right there. 2 years, $6 million. I think that's a pretty decent contract for him. He's accepted. That's awesome. So Kelvin Joseph is back. I'm not going to offer anything to Eric Fisher. I mean, his age, his overall, plus his interest level. I'll wait till after the season if he even sticks around and if it's somebody that we want to bring back. Same with Gerard Wilson and Tashawn Gibson. Darrington Evans, I think I'm going to let test. Monty Rice, I definitely want to try and bring back. It looks like it might be a little bit more difficult to bring him back. I could go player friendly and go to a 3-year deal. The question is, do I want to do that? I say let's try the neutral once and see what happens. Okay, so he is not on board with that. Okay, so we'll have to come back to the drawing board for Monty Rice. Bobby Evans, I would like to bring him back. I think he's a good depth guy for us. Plus, he's still only 26. I'm going to bring him back for 2 years as well. And we'll see if this is... Okay, so this is the neutral. I think we're going to go ahead and offer him a player friendly. I don't want to lose him. And he doesn't have very much interest in us, so... Okay, so even that one is not good enough for him. Oh boy, yeah, definitely Laramie Tunsil. What kind of contract does he want, though, is the question. He wants a 3-year deal. And honestly, I don't see any reason not to do it. He's our mainstay at left tackle. He's protecting our quarterback. He's 29 years old. I mean, these linemen are going till 33, 34. He's an 88, so even if he starts regressing a little bit, maybe he gets down to an 85 by the time his contract is up, I say let's go ahead and do it. His interest level is not there. I don't know if I want to do 4 years, though. I feel like 3 is the max that I would like to do. So let's see if I can just do the 3-year and bring up the signing bonus a little bit to 10. So basically make it a 3-year, $60 million deal. I don't think that's a bad offer, to be honest. Let's see if he takes it. Wow, no, that does not float his boat. This is another tough one because we have some younger guys behind him, especially with us just re-signing Kelvin Joseph and finding him. You know, we have David Long, Greedy Williams. I almost wonder if it may be time for us to let Desmond King go, but I do like him. We're gonna have to hold off on this one, but I'm not out of the woods yet on it, but I'm not completely sold on it either. Enrique Pickens, I would like to bring him back as a depth guy. I think we'll just do a 1-year deal. Just do a team-friendly deal and see what he says. Just a 1 year. This is what, over $3 million? I mean, this is a really good contract for such a low overall guy. Honestly, I could even lower this a little bit. 1 year, $2.7 million to be a third-string tight end. Oh boy. All right, so I was way off on my basis there of trying to lowball Enrique Pickens. Will Lutz, Will with 1 L, try the neutral offers. So literally nobody is willing to stay here for market price. This is crazy. What about Jonathan Grenard? He's got to be able to stay. Oh, he doesn't even want to return. All right, we're going to go player friendly for him because I don't want to lose Jonathan Grenard. I like having him on this team. So we're going to offer him player friendly, which is a 3-year deal worth a total of $31 million. Oh my gosh. We are basically going to have to overpay for everybody just to get them to play here. Blake Gillikin, come on, man. Give me some good news here. Finally, we get somebody. It might just be the punter, but it's somebody. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove interest. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove interest from these guys. I'm thinking about it now. Like, I just do not see me bringing these guys back. I'll let them sit for this season, but afterwards, I'd rather bring in somebody different, either through the draft or free agency. A'Shawn Robinson is another guy that I would like to bring back, but again, at what cost? He's really interested in signing with us, though, so I'm really hoping that this neutral risk is enough. And it is, finally. All right, so we bring A'Shawn Robinson back on a 1-year deal. Javier Thomas, I'm holding out on right now. Well, I can't anyway if I wanted to. Obo's up. We still have Justin Britt coming, Ross Blacklock, Malik Collins, Denzel Mims, Tyson Williams. So we still have quite a few names left to go, not to mention the guys who already told us to kick rocks with our first offer. So a lot of negotiating left to do before we get to the end of the season. Now let's take a look at this mock draft. Second mock draft, it's got the Giants picking first overall and going quarterback Jason Weber out of Virginia Tech. And then it's got Antoine Foster going second overall. Where does it have us picking right now? Oh, Will Johnson. They have him going 4th overall to the Seahawks. Of course, that's that guy that I wanted to scout more of. It looks like we know quite a bit about him. We're definitely going to have to take a closer look at these prospects because Okay, this guy's picking 10th overall and going Christopher Clancy, the right tackle. I don't think that makes much sense. And we also have pick 14, which another right tackle. Wow, good homework, guys. Good job doing your homework. All right, so apparently that's a waste of time. Let's check out these players by position. Looking at the quarterbacks, we're still waiting to learn much more about these guys. We just added our national scout to them. This was the guy the story was about, though. Dylan Gilbert just getting the start at UTEP. And now looking at his skills, it looks like all of his accuracies are at least a B. So that's awesome. His awareness is an A. His injury is not going to be very good. His juke is going to be good. Same with play action. At the very least, he's going to be mediocre. So we know it's not going to be horrible. And throwing the run is C. So I have a good feeling about this guy. I wish there was some more A's involved, but honestly, for round 1 to 2 projection, this is not a bad look right now for Dylan Gilbert, especially if we want a guy that is going to scramble. Kevin Lake is another interesting prospect. We really don't know much about him, but we do know that his throw under pressure is an A. But everything else is still a wait and see. That matters anyway. We know his medium accuracy is a B, his injury is an A, and his play action is a C. But things like awareness, throw on the run, short and deep accuracy, still undetermined. He has good ratings or like areas for them. There's no like B's to D's, it's A to C, which is good. And then even a guy like Matthew Johnson, he's got quite a few A's. Short accuracy, medium accuracy, and awareness all A. His throw under pressure is a B. We know his deep accuracy might not be the best, but the short game looks to be his game. The only issue with him is that we know we're not going to be getting a guy that can run. His speed is bad. He's not an agile quarterback. And then for the top quarterback, Jason Weber, we really still don't know a whole lot about him. A lot of still ranges here looking like, but he does have A, throw under pressure, which is good. B, play action, which I like. So it looks like there's a pretty good mix here of the quarterbacks. Nobody is really standing out above the rest right now. And it's still at being at 50%, we really only know so much about these guys. So we'll keep an eye on all of them and see where we get to. Raymond Toller is the left tackle that was hurt and is out for the season. So I'm not sure what that means for his draft stock and where he's going to sit overall wise once he comes out of the draft. But we do know quite a bit about him. And it looks pretty good so far. Stamina and injury looks very bad, though, which I might take him off my board. Wow, do we know a lot about the outside linebackers? Which is a very good thing considering that this is one of our needy positions right now. So let's take a look here first at Dante Woodard. So Dante Woodard, 23 years old, 5'11", 234. He's not good at block shedding, but he's good at zone coverage, which is what we're looking for. A awareness, B zone, B man, B tackle. Definitely fits the mold of a 4-3 linebacker. Daniel Quinton, right below him, A tackle and zone coverage, B pursuit, C block shed. He's a year younger, based out at TCU, and he's got better speed with great to elite. Tyler Carney here, he might be he's probably listed as an edge rusher. Yeah, B finesse moves. And now let's get our first look at Will Johnson. Of course, this is the top edge rusher in the class. Apparently doesn't have very good speed, but he's got A power move, C finesse, B play rec, B block shedding, A pursuit, A awareness. So it looks like he is going to be just a power rusher. Not sure if that is going to be close like we ended up getting out of, I think it was McManus, where I thought it was going to be much lower, but it was actually pretty dead even for the finesse and the power moves. We'll see. I have a couple of more 95s on this side, but a lot of them are not looking too appealing to me right this second. Of course, that could change. I'm not even focusing on corner at all this year. And then this here is where I really want to try and find an extra guy or two, because I would really love to draft one of these bigger safeties and move them to linebacker. See, like somebody like Zach Hickman. 6'3", 223 pounds. He's 21 years old. We know that he's going to be not the fastest at safety, but at linebacker, he could end up being one of the better because of that difference in speed. But he's got B tackle, B pursuit, B play rec, A block shedding, C awareness, C zone, and we don't know what his man coverage is yet. But imagine these numbers at the middle linebacker level, though. That's what I'm thinking of. So Zach Hickman is a guy that I'm really high on right now to be like that hybrid type of like Isaiah Simmons role that you see with the Cardinals. Sort of like Jeremy Chinn's role that we had on the Vikings franchise last year on Madden 22. I miss having that guy, that just uber athletic linebacker that was actually a safety, that just maybe wasn't quick enough to play safety, but is just a beast at linebacker. That's what I see in Zach Hickman. All right, so that was pretty much everything. We have ourselves yet another division matchup. If we can win this one, we at least get a chance to crawl our way out of the basement of the division, but we really, really need to have a big game for it to happen, and we have to find a way to hold Derrick Henry in his tracks. It's not going to be easy. We got ourselves another home game here in Week 8. The Tennessee Titans coming to town. AFC South division matchup. We are, of course, sitting at 3-3 at the bottom of the division, with a chance to win and move out into third place and stick the Titans in our place at number 4. Of course, us moving on from Kirksey, the defense is not as strong as it was just 2 weeks ago, but we have a lot of young talent on this team. Can somebody step up to the plate? Can we finally put together an excellent game plan? And can we finally do it at home and get ourselves a huge win? Ryan Tannehill coming out. Of course, we're going to kick things off on defense. 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, just shy of 1,400 yards passing. But we all know what the real problem is going to be for us today. Can we keep Derrick Henry in check? And that, man, I don't know. Let's find out. 1st and 10. They're going to start off I formation, 2 tight ends. They're going to go straight to Henry, and he gets a great crease off the right side out to the 28. And they'll go right back to him. And he gets another huge lane. Oh my God, he just bullied Frank Bonner. I don't think this is going to turn out very well, guys. This looks like it could get ugly very quickly. He just chucked Bonner like he was a rag doll. Tannehill going to throw it wide open. Is that Burks? Yes, it is. Treylon Burks, second-year man, making the catch down to the 34, gain of 17. Did not take them long to move themselves into field goal range. Go back to Henry, and he's still breaking free, and he's just not even... Wow. Well, not much else can go wrong, right? He's already in the zone. Oh, there's a nice play. Christian Harris. I mean, he still got the first, but hey, that's the first time he's gotten less than 8 yards on this drive. We'll take the win. Tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him. And, oh, man, nobody can tackle this man. He already has over 50 yards. This is not fair. Empty backfield for Tannehill. Looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to go down. Robinson and Grenard and Obo, all 3 of them meeting up back at the 26-yard line to bring down Ryan Tannehill. And we will get ourselves our first sack of the day, 2nd and 25. Hopefully we can put them out of running position. But Henry, okay, yes, they are going to stick to the air, throw it short, caught, but he is dropped immediately. Williams on the coverage, and now 3rd and 19. If we can at least not let them score a touchdown, we can hold them to a field goal. Tannehill to the end zone, incomplete, and we will get it done. Field goal attempt coming from the 20, 30-yard attempt. Should be a chip shot for Tennessee, and it is. Okay, so the Titans offense moved down the field pretty easily. Luckily, we were able to force a big play on defense and force a field goal, but out comes Davis Mills, who has had some great showings in the sim world, but in the real world, when we're watching the games, he has thrown 6 interceptions the last 2 games we've seen, and has not been able to find a rhythm. Now, he has been able to put together some nice drives at times, but we have yet to find any consistency. Here we go. It's 1st and 10. From the 25, we're going to go straight to Pierce. And Pierce gets a nice crease out across the 30 to the 33. A nice pickup of 8. I did put Pierce in as the main starter Sweet will be the starter at power back, of course. Oh, that was just stupid. For one, you should have just handed it off. Pierce had a lane. Two, why? Now we're starting to try to get tricky here. Come on now. Let's not try and be tricky. Let's just throw some good passes here. Over the middle, and there it is. Nice throw over the middle to Cooks. Now remember, guys, Darius Slayton is supposed to get 150 yards so he doesn't get unhappy with us. I don't think he's going to get it. I don't have that much faith in Davis Mills, unfortunately. And, oh, as he does that, as I say that, he finds Darius Slayton open over the middle. Nice pass, too, putting it right outside of 26's reach. And we'll get across midfield on that pickup. Single back for Pierce, who's going to take the handoff and just gets met immediately by 3 different defenders who somehow, some way, just didn't even get affected by our blockers. That was awesome to see. Now 2nd and 12. Mills going to throw it. Blitz coming. We pick it up. And he finds a man open. It's Collins. And Collins is going to get down to the 40, just shy of the first down. 3rd and inches. And we're going to just hand it off to Pierce, get that extra 2 yards, and move the chains. Another handoff to Pierce, who cuts it back inside and falling forward to the 33, a pickup of 5. Actually, some pretty nice running, some good decisions so far by Pierce. Handoff, and oh, we get a nice block. Pierce trying to get outside. He'll find his way for 3. Should have had more, but got held up by the lineman. And now 3rd and 2. Pierce is tired. We're going to throw it, though. Mills, short throw outside. Walsh has to come back for it, and it will be 4th down. Probably going to trot out the field goal unit, which is fine with me. No, now we're going to go for it. I'm actually okay with kicking a field goal, and that is when we're not going to kick a field goal. Oh, and look at Colin Harris. Look at him go down to the 20. Well, it's a way to shut me up real quick. All right. Keep it up. Sweet has checked in at the running back. Play action to him. Mills scanning, looking towards the end zone, and it's, out of bounds, incomplete. Danico Autry hurt on the play, defensive lineman for the Titans. And now we're going to go back to shotgun. 2:08 to go in the first. 2nd down. Looks like they got manned up one-on-one with Collins outside. Mills going to go over the middle, and he finds Slayton down to the 10. They'll mark him at the 11. Again, 3rd and short. And we're going to come out in this I formation look once again. Pierce, play action. Mills, looking, got time, and he throws it underneath, incomplete. Pierce, the intended target, but Anzalone makes a good play on the ball and forces the incompletion. And now we are going to take the field goal. We did a whole lot of that just to settle for a field goal anyway. But I'm happy with it. It's up. It's good. We got ourselves a tie ball game here after 1 drive apiece. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tennessee back on the field. Henry still with his X factor lit up. It's got me a little concerned here. We have a pretty flat look up front. And they're going to go straight to him. And we actually get a good stop. Gain of 2. But we will take a gain of 2 with Derrick Henry. Anything less than 5 yards, I think, is considered a win. Play action. Tannehill quickly over the middle. He's got a man open. It's once again Treylon Burks. And he's going to get it to the 39. And that's the beauty of having a guy like Henry. When you can get 6-7 yards up the middle routinely, that play action becomes that much more deadly, showing it twice so far today. Tannehill, time, winding up, tossing it deep, and it's incomplete. Out of bounds, out of the hands of the wide receiver. Stingley on the coverage. And now this should be the last play of the first quarter. Tannehill back. He's got time, throws it short, caught by Burks, and he's dropped at the 44. Here we go, opening up this second quarter, down the 3rd and 5. Tannehill looking, finally going to air this thing out deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. No, intercepted. Frank Bonner off the tipped play. We had 3 guys deep. I think it was Petrie who tipped it in the air off the Greedy Williams, and then Bonner finally brings it down. Tannehill was just trying to take the air out of us, and it looked like he ended up getting, beat deep, but he makes up for it. Derrick Henry not fast enough to keep up. Bonner ends up making the play, but now we have a long field. 87 yards we got to go. If we want to put some more points on this board, Mills going to throw it on first down, throws it short. Cooks makes the catch. Short gain of 3 yards. Mills 6 of 8 for 47. The yardage is not the best, but the decision-making has been good. Handoff to Pierce. He gets stood up at the 20, and he'll be able to get himself to the 21 for a short 3rd and 2, it looks like. I formation for Sweet. Walsh is in motion. And we're going to go to Sweet, and he is going to get wrapped up behind the line, and we very quickly lose and get a 3 and out. After a quick stop on defense, the Titans back out here on offense. Tannehill looking to rebound after the pick, and he's going to almost do it immediately, but luckily we make the play and break up the catch. Looking to take a big shot right away. 2nd and 10 now. Tannehill is going to take a big drop. Quick strike over the middle. He put that thing on a line out to the 43 to Robert Woods, the veteran wide receiver, and he'll get himself a first down. Nice throw there. Tannehill, he might not be the best quarterback, but man, does he have an arm. Handoff, Henry churning up the middle across midfield to the 49. It's almost unfair how good Derrick Henry is in this game. It's just ridiculous. 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to pitch it, and Henry still makes it work somehow. We haven't had a pitch play work in 3 years, but Derrick Henry just can't be tackled. And he'll get a first down. I'm upset. Another handoff. Henry just refusing to go down. Oh my God. 9 carries, 73 yards. I was sort of excited to see that they went away from it for like a drive, but I should have known it was going to make a comeback. And Henry, there was 4 of you there. How did none of you make that tackle? Someone's going to have to call unnecessary roughness on Derrick Henry at some point. This is just ridiculous. Tannehill over the middle. He finds a man. Who is that? I don't even know who that guy is, but he makes the catch. And I'll go right back to Henry. A huge gap opens up. Why even bother trying to tackle him? Dre Greenlaw is hurt. Everybody is just getting destroyed by this man. I don't think Derrick Henry has gone down on first contact all game. Tannehill looking to the end zone, and he overthrows the receiver. 2nd and goal from the 6. 7:05 to go in the first half. Big formation out here, but they're going to throw it anyway, and he finds a man. It's Robert Woods on the slant route, and the Titans are going to score here in the 2nd to make this thing a 9-3 game with the extra point coming. And now this drive is getting to the point where you have to worry about them giving it to Derrick Henry again. Tannehill looking to throw it deep, and he does to nobody other than Robert Woods once again. 2-minute warning now. Tannehill going to throw it again. Quick throw outside. He's got a man. Who is that? I can't tell who it is. It's some guy named Phillips. It's some guy named Phillips, and he's making plays. I've never heard of him before, and he's playing really, really good against one of our better corners. I don't like it. Oh, boy. 2nd and 2. You already know where this ball is. Oh, no, they're going to throw it. Tannehill to the end zone, and why not Robert Woods for another score. They are looking to pour it on here before the end of this half. The good news, we have 3 timeouts, and we get the ball after the half. Bad news is, oh, there's no bad news. There's a big play to Brandon Cooks. Well, that was what I was going to say. The bad news is the Titans have all the momentum on their side, but I'm hoping we can come up with a way to make a play, and that is not the way to do it. Mills takes a shot as he throws. Almost goes to an interception. Luckily, the defense could not hold on. Got to be more careful than that. Mills backing up, airing it out to the right side, incomplete. Looking for Brevin Jordan. Now is not the time to be taking chunk plays. We got to do what was working on that first drive. Finding things over the middle. Getting chunk plays where it counts, and there it is again. Just another deep ball to Nico Collins, and Collins makes the catch. Every time I get upset about us going deep, he ends up finding Collins. I think that's the 3rd time this season, and that's going to put us in prime territory to score a touchdown here. Can we take advantage of Nico Collins being a beast? Mills, quick throw outside, and no, it's intercepted. My God, he was double covered. Where were you going with that? Why would you do that? At no point is this man open. He had safety help over the top. Well, last drive out, we had probably one of the best opportunities all day to put it in the end zone, and Mills just took a really bad pass and threw an interception. It wasn't even a bad pass. It was just a horrible decision. Double covered in the end zone, and now he's going to start with a throwaway before even letting the play develop. Mills going to take a shot, and he just puts it too close to the safety once again. You have to put that thing outside a little bit more. Put it more towards the sideline. I mean, you can't run your guys into safeties. That's not a good way to play quarterback. Now 3rd and 10. We really can't afford to go 3 and out already. And we won't. Brevin Jordan finally, Davis Mills connecting on a pass. First catch of the day for Jordan, gain of 16. Anzalone was trailing. Luckily for us, he wasn't paying attention. He was in position to make a play on the ball, but I think Mills saw he wasn't looking and paying attention. Mills over the middle this time to Cooks, who freezes for a second, and he'll get to the 47. 4 catches, 32 yards for Cooks. Mills, short drop, and he's going to air it out again. It's incomplete. Looking for Slayton, but he put a little bit too much wind underneath it, and it sails out of bounds. And now another 3rd down. What the hell is... What was that? What in the hell was that? He threw that thing so quickly. Like, it was like a for sure thing. This is going to be a big play. He's just like, look at this confidence I got. And he just throws that thing up. The safety's like, oh, I didn't think you were actually going to throw it my way. Thank you. So let me give it back to my offense and let Derrick Henry score a touchdown and put you out of your misery before the 4th quarter. I can't believe that they've gone 2 plays in a row now and Derrick Henry has not gotten the ball. I don't know what this is. Finally, and he does, and of course, he scores. All right, Davis Mills is back out here after yet another horrible decision. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Pierce. And Pierce able to only get a yard. Man, I don't know. I have a feeling that we have to do a full-on rehaul on this team. I don't know if we need a new system. We need a new quarterback. I'm really not sure. And we're just airing this thing out again. We're not even trying to put plays together. He's just chucking this thing deep in the hopes of finding somebody to make a play. That's crazy. Well, that time, Brevin Jordan comes up with a clutch play. I'm really close to pulling him for Gardner Minshew, man. I really am. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I don't know if Minshew's going to play any better, but there's got to be a message sent at some point. Nice pass there to Slayton. And see, this is what we needed him to do this whole time. Just find the open players in the zones. You don't need to throw it 40 yards. You don't need to tightrope it on the sidelines for a beautiful pass. You just have to get it to the open player. We know you're not, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. Don't try to be. Just make the plays that are given to you. That's all we've ever wanted. And Davis Mills just does what he wants. He's just like, I'm gonna air this thing out. And a nice short throw to Jordan, and once again we get the 1st down. There we go. Now we are in a rhythm here. Finally, we just need Mills to not throw us out of a rhythm by chucking it up to Kevin Byard for a 3rd straight time. Mills taking a big drop back. And he's going to throw it away. Oh, no, he actually finds Collins. Thought that was a throwaway animation. Short drop back. Short throw. Jordan with the catch and a 1st down. 4 catches for 45 yards today for Brevin Jordan. Another one for Jordan. He gets a nice block from Slayton running across him, and he'll get down to the 6-yard line. Jordan coming alive here in the 3rd quarter for us. Handoff to Pierce right up the middle, untouched, and we'll finally get a touchdown here late in the 3rd. Damian Pierce, great job blocking up front. And finally, we get something to look forward to on offense. That is the man that we really have to worry about, though. Derrick Henry, we have not been able to stop him. I swear to God, he has been in his zone since the first quarter. I'm not even exaggerating there. Tannehill is going to decide to throw it, though, and he throws a nice one on the sideline. It's caught, and he's out of bounds. Short by a yard, and now this is where Derrick Henry comes into play. And, yep, they'll hand it to him, and he just runs right through all 4 of the defenders that were there, and he gets his way down to the 47. Like, is it possible to tackle this guy? Is it honestly possible? I'm genuinely curious because I know we don't have the best defense, but my God, this man has literally broken 40 tackles today. Finally, we stood him up. That is the best job we've done all day against him. Let's see if it forces them to throw it instead of running again. Yes. Now can we get a stop? Yes, we can force a bad throw. There it is. And now 3rd down. Now we know they're going to throw it. Now let's play some solid coverage. Let's stick tight to our man here, and let's get a stop. Tannehill back. And he's going to throw it short to Hooper, and we make the stop. Bonner with a beautiful open field tackle, and we'll force the punt. All right, Davis Mills had a very, very good drive last time out. There was no bad passes. He found the guys open over the middle. For the most part, it was Brevin Jordan. And we drove down the field methodically and got a touchdown. Let's see if we can do it back-to-back drives here. Mills is scanning. And, oh, man, here we go. He's going to air it out deep again. And it's incomplete. Oh, gosh. We got to stop this, Davis. Come on, man. You know it worked last time. Just do that. And now we run it on 3rd and long. You notice how even with Derrick Henry, the Titans don't do that? Might be a good idea for us to not do that, too. Because then we end up in 3rd and 9s. Luckily for us, that better be a first. It is. Okay, I was going to say, forward progress. Molden tried his best to push him back, but we still end up with the 1st down. An excellent job by Brandon Cooks, toughening it out for that extra yard. Mills, short throw, and it's caught by Collins, almost intercepted. But he does get the completion for a gain of 5, and now we're going to go empty backfield. It's all on Mills here. Defense knows it. They're going to send 5. They get through, but he gets it off, and oh my God, disaster avoided. Number 3 dropped an easy pick 6. Mills has got to do something here. You drop pick, you drop 6, give up whatever, and no, we're just gonna let him through. Oh, guys, I think we're about to get a 1st down. We are about to get a break from the referees here. We are roughing the punter. He ran into us on the punt. Thank you, Alex Anzalone. Wow, we just got such a gift from the referees here. Well, not really. Alex Anzalone did it. It wasn't a bad call. But now can we make him pay for it? First play, a throw to Darius Slayton, and we get it to the 48. Going back to the empty backfield here. Coming towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Mills going to throw it short. Caught by Mechie, and he'll get a gain of 2. Here we go. 4th and final quarter, down by 14. Mills trying to make a play, and he runs into the pressure. Just awesome. And now we do the check down stuff, huh? Oh my God, Brandon Cooks caught it. I gotta start talking so sarcastically from the rest of this game, because I swear to God, every time I say something stupid or sarcastic or make fun of Davis Mills, he makes a big play. Or at least a receiver does. Mills is going to throw it again, and he throws it really strangely high, and it's going to be incomplete. Not sure you're trying to throw to Andre the Giant there or something. That was just ridiculously high for such a short throw. Throw it over the middle. There it is. Slayton makes the catch down to the 13. And now we're faced with another 3rd and short. Last time we tried to run it on a 3rd and inches, and it failed miserably. This time, we're going to give it to a wide receiver, and it's going to fail miserably. And he's going to fumble it. You've got to be kidding me. Can we at least stop the touchdown? Nope. Wow. But I guess we don't have much of a choice down 21. Mills going to take it out as he loves throwing this thing deep. And he throws another interception. Make it 3. Make it 3 for Bayard. Why not? Just keep throwing it to him. Davis Mills is just like, just living on a prayer right now. He's Bon Jovi out here, just throwing this thing up and praying to anything that one of the Texans players will bring it down. And none of the prayers have been answered yet. I wasn't lying. I was not lying. Gardner Minshew is coming in for the rest of this game. First down, Minshew looking. He fires over the middle. He's got Jason Dahl down to the 37. We got, was it 4 wide? Yeah, 4 wide. Throw it outside, and oh, now he's throwing interceptions. So it doesn't matter who we have in the game. They're all just going to suck. Minshew Mania ended very, very quickly as his, second attempt went for a pick 6, and now we're getting our butts whooped, 38-10. And now he's just out of rhythm. So, yeah. I was really hoping to play a lot of the games this year because of the whole, patch issue with Madden, or the save issue with Madden. I feel like if I'm going to make y'all watch like another 6 games of this season, that we at least have to be competitive. Minshew looking. Oh, there we go. Nice throw to Slayton. All right, another throw, of course. Minshew running around, and he runs right into pressure. Ooh, got rid of it just in time. Now we're going to go empty set. Short throw to Mechie over the middle. Ooh, Mechie takes a shot but holds on to the 43. Mechie is somebody I definitely want to get more involved. I think we're going to have to do some shuffling around at wide receiver. There's some guys that I really want to get more playing time. And guys that I've sort of cooled on a little bit. And oh, there's Jason Dahl, one of the guys that I want to get into the field more. He has been making plays every time I put him into the game. Minshew scanning. He's got time. Line is holding up so good right now. So good. Almost too good. And he's going to run it. There is no way you're going to tell me that not a soul opened up for the 27 seconds that you were standing in the pocket. What's some coverage by the Titans if that's the case? 2nd and 4. Minshew, short throw, caught. It's Slayton again, down to the 10. Nowhere near the 150 yards he was going to get, but hey, he's got 93. So who knows? Tyson Williams gets a carry down to the 9. Maybe we can throw a pass to Slayton, at least get him a touchdown as well. It won't be too bad of a game for him then. Now 2nd and 8. 2-minute warning is hit. Empty backfield for Minshew. Short throw, Dahl, and he'll get it down to the 6. Minshew again. To the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Darius Slayton. Big catch there. It's going to put him over the century mark and a touchdown. And we can at least end this day on somewhat of a bright note. With 1:33 left, it is now 38-17. And as we wind this clock down, another sad loss for us. We're going to once again fall below 300. But I think we did see some pretty good stuff from some individual players, including that interception there by Petrie. And he's going to take it all the way to end this game on a bright note for us. Touchdown. Jalen Petrie, one of our lone bright spots on defense this year. Well, at least we can end it on a good note like that. Oh boy, so we had another set of injuries. Ross Blacklock and Elton Jenkins both going down this week. We have Blacklock out for 2 weeks with a broken thumb, and Jenkins out for 4 with a torn labrum. Wow, so now that's 2 of our starting offensive linemen out for the next month still, and one of our starting defensive tackles, which means Broussard, the rookie, is going to have to step in and take the place of Blacklock for the next couple of weeks. It just seems like it's harder and harder for us to play well, especially Davis Mills. It just seems like his accuracy is getting worse and worse by the week, and we've had these sliders now for 3 games technically, because I watched the first one before recording. So I've seen these sliders for 3 weeks, and let me tell you guys, like, I know that the interceptions for Davis Mills have gone up through the roof, but honestly, the decisions being made are really what's causing the interceptions. It's not that the interceptions are OP and guys are just running routes for receivers. Like, he's genuinely making bad decisions. I'm not seeing the same kind of interceptions that I was seeing when I first played the game. You know, just the ridiculous good interceptions. I'm not seeing that. And we're not seeing it from other quarterbacks either. Like, you gotta remember that if there was a slider issue at this point with the interceptions, this would be going both ways. Yeah, we had 2 today, but one of them, I don't even sure why they threw it at the end of the game, but the first one, I mean, that was more just a 50-50 ball that just went a bad way. So I think this is just Davis Mills. And I gotta be honest, guys. I mean, I've pretty much at this point have already decided that I think we need a different quarterback. I was really hoping that Mills would step up this year and play well. I'm just not seeing it. And we might need a whole revamp here of this Texans team, which I sort of figured was going to happen. I did want to give the current staff and the current system a try before completely changing everything. But it's just apparent that something is not working here. We're sitting at 3-4. The season is far from over. Luckily, our division is still within a game or 2 of each other. We have plenty more divisional games coming up. So who knows? We could end up turning it around. We could end up finding something that works for us and maybe making a push towards the playoffs towards the end of the season. But right now, it does look like the wins we're getting are primarily because of the simming. And that's not really fair either, because that's not how we're supposed to be playing. I don't know. We'll see. I might do some tinkering with the playbooks and the schemes to see if I can find something that maybe works a little bit better for Davis Mills. We have a good half of a season left before we have to really, you know, call it quits with Davis Mills. And maybe it is just the playbook. It very well could be. I haven't played around with it enough. So let me do that. Let me see what I can come up with. And we'll run a different game plan, and maybe we'll go against the Jacksonville Jaguars again, or maybe we'll go ahead and we'll play the Bucks in week 10. Take on Tyler Huntley, the new cream of the crop quarterback in our franchise series. But as for this video, that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please make sure that you like and subscribe if you are not already. I know there's a whole bunch of you guys that are watching this stuff and are not even subscribed. Come on now, man. I'm trying to hit that 1,000. I want to move this thing along here. Help a guy out. And I'll see you guys next time.